990, Holy Ghost filled, you will sing Ganikate. I live the high life cause I'm heavenly minded. Hold up, I'm a 90s baby. So really, you made me walk up to you and you don't subscribe to the channel? Make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video and share it with someone. I know you will. Righteous like so wicked, righteous like no wicked, you righteous like so wicked, righteous like no. So the conversation with regard to elections seems to be coming up as Zambia is about to celebrate its 60th independence anniversary. Should be next week on the 24th. That's when Zambia will be turning 60. So grade 7 enough. Petitioners argue that grade 7 certificate should be sufficient for councillors. So it seems like there's been a petition with regard to what is required for grade 7 councillors. So grade 7 certificate should be enough for candidates, councillors, petitioners. Some petitioners based in Siavonga have proposed that the electoral reforms technical committee that the requirement for a grade 12 certificate, a school certificate for one to stand as a councillor should be removed and replaced with a grade 7 certificate. The Siavonga District Council Secretary Costa Mutendi, who made this submission on behalf of the petitioners who sought anonymity, said the grade 12 requirement has deprived wards of quality leaders who genuinely want to serve the community. Having a grade 12 certificate does not guarantee that someone will make a good leader. Mr. Mutendi, who also is a district electoral officer, said on behalf of the petitioners. So they seem to be that petition coming across with what is required. And as we head towards the 18th of October, when Zambia will be commemorating its day of prayer, Chief Yatayari calls Pray for Zambia. Let's all attend prayer on the 18th of October. And the president has also announced where he's going to spend. So for the first time, President Hakainde Hichilema will officiate at this year's National Day of Prayer and Fasting on Friday at Incana Stadium in Kitwe on the Copper Belt. So this is the first time that the president is participating, be it the time that he was in opposition and also as a sitting head of state. And he's made that announcement to say he's going to be on the Copper Belt. Pretty much all the provinces will be commemorating the day, but where the president is going to be is on the Copper Belt. And most likely, the vice president is the one that's going to officiate the one in Lusaka, and probably other provincial ministers in the other vicinities. And then, as you remember, should have been the same day that Shimba Kambwili had an accident. There was an accident earlier on. So journalists among us, the 4 killed in the SA-bound crash, that Jordan bus that you see on screen there, as reported by the Daily Mail. So probably that's one of the things that the nation wants to pray about. But these checks will no longer be used as a payment instrument effective December 31st, 2025. Bank of Zambia has announced. And the UPND put up this article, says Hakainde, Hichilema's popularity, a true reflection of the Zambian sentiment. So they say, contrary to claims of a widespread disapproval largely made by some Zambians abroad, President Hakainde Hichilema continues to enjoy strong support from the local population. His policies aimed at addressing the nation's challenges have boosted his approval ratings during some of Zambia's most difficult times. So that's according to the UPND. They say anybody that feels like President Hakainde Hichilema's approval rating is very bad or low in the nation, those are mostly Zambians in diaspora and they're not in touch with what's going on the ground, because on the ground, according to that article, President Hakainde Hichilema is very popular and he has a high approval rating. And you can see very colorful comments coming from different people in that particular publication. What is as you may be aware, the Patriotic Front MPs were expelled and then they appealed in court and they've been having a court battle. But it seems like there's been an update the past couple of hours. It's not clearly pronounced if for by-elections in those 9 constituencies or what? Because the ECZ have not made the official statement. It's just been a back and forth between the Patriotic Front and the UPND, giving their sides of the story. So that's what I'm going to give you, because this is a developing story. So the UPND put up this particular article, say, constitutional lawyers, can you gather here and interpret this Concord ruling on what constitutes a vacancy in reference to the 9 MPs. So seems like the Constitutional Court has made a ruling with regard to that, but it's not clearly pronounced, because I haven't seen the UPND clearly claim to say those by-elections are going to take place. The PF also are simply saying the 90-day time period has elapsed, based off what Emmanuel Mombat put up. So Emmanuel Mombat put up an article in response to the judgment. So it's Constitutional Court rules after declaring the seat vacant is mandatory. Whatever legal challenges that an election should take place within 90 days. On the 3rd of July 2024, Second Deputy Speaker Moses Frank Moyo declared the seats of 9 MPs vacant 103 days ago. I guess this passed their by-election period, or pretty much stating to say their time period has elapsed. That's more than 3 months. So the 9 MPs, and then he lists the MPs there to say, so they cannot work on the 90 days, because that 103 is more than the 3 months stipulated by the Constitution. So we'll wait and see. Maybe that's where the argument is. Why is the UPND say, remember the Kabushi and Kwacha elections, 90 days, the PF and its lawyers are bad students. So simply saying this is a reputation according to the UPND. The same thing that happened in Kabushi and Kwacha, that's Bowman Osambo and Malanji, that's likely to happen. So most likely, ECZ is going to announce dates for those by-elections. If that's what we're going by, UPND went further. 90 days starts counting immediately. The ECZ receives notice from either the town clerk or speaker. Concord ruling ruling on the 9 MPs. So that's an extract coming from the UPND of that ruling that came from the Constitutional Court. And then also in the Real Times, Quito woman got raped. You can see that article. Obviously, the bus accident for Jordan still making news. And this is in the Money Daily. Then the Daily Nation also puts up that article. To grace the National Day of Prayer in Kitwe, in the same headline there. This is the Daily Liberation. Then Chipo and Hakainde HM fair fake. Inquiry reviews president's advisor not pregnant went to United States, Europe for summits. So as you remember, Chipo Mwanawasa, the late president's daughter, was in that scandal that news bloggers were put up, and it has been proven, according to news diggers, she's actually not pregnant, and neither is anyone from State House involved or responsible for that. So now it will be a responsibility of SICTA to trace where that source of information had come from. And then also God is exposing these liars. That's education in the mass newspaper. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen.